Hey guys, Emery99 here and welcome to a new episode of our Pro Team mode with Tudor Pro Cycling. In the last episode we did 4 stages of Paris-Nice, our first World Tour race, and we were up against the world's best such as Pogačar, Vingegaard, Roglic, Philipsen and many more. And here are the stages remaining. The 5th stage we're going to start with Andrezeu to Valence, 183 kilometers and expected sprint. At the 2nd stage, we did a great result with Arvid Decline, so let's see if we can actually repeat it. Our aim is a top 5, but I think we can even try to win the stage. Actually, this stage have quite a lot of difficulties before the sprint finish. We look at the profile, we first have a 2nd categorized climb, and then a 3rd categorized climb, and then the downhill with the last 30 kilometers being flat. So our job is to stay in the front of the peloton with Arvid Decline and make sure the breakaway in question do not take the stage win. Yeah, we're starting the ascent for the final climb, the 3rd categorized climb. The breakaway gap is 3 minutes with 57 kilometers to go, so there's the commentator interrupting me, but we've sent our guys to the front to manage the time gap a little bit because it's getting into the dangerous territory now. Under the 20-kilometer banner, and now the gap is 40 seconds. Florian Vermeersch and Benjamin Thomas, actually good breakaway riders in front. The peloton, looks to be working quite good, but let's see. Joel Sutter done an incredible job on getting the gap down to 39 seconds. Actually, we have a group behind with Laporte and Caden Gross. They're probably domestiques for their main sprinters, Wout van Aert and... well, actually Olaf Koy for Visma Lease bike and Caden Gross for Jasper Philipsen. So the competition is strong. Let's see how we fare in the sprint. Very strong field here in this Paris-Nice, and now the breakaway is about to be over. 8 kilometers to go and 14 seconds latest gap. Yeah, it's currently incredibly tight with 5 kilometers to go. The fight for position, we don't really want to be too in front as well. We have Trentin trying to come to the front, but he's unable to do so. It seems that we might be alone here in this sprint. Yeah, 3 kilometers to go now. This is going to be really difficult to choose the right wheel. 2.4 to go. It's all the way to the line. It's going to be flat and no more turns left. So we're following Olaf Koy here. Nazens here. Yeah, Olaf Koy would be a good wheel with 1.6 to go. Matteo Trentin's launching from the right. Again, he's going early. And now the sprint is on with 900 meters to go. We are a bit boxed in the middle, but we will have our top speed toward the end. Milan on our right, Merlier in front of us. We're following Merlier now, the right turn. Can we get the top 5 result? We did get the top 5, but not the win. Arnaud Delis wins stage 5 of Paris-Nice. Yeah, actually looking at the replay, look where Arnaud Delis actually wins the stage from. Gets the acceleration right on the time and wins the stage. Wow. Honestly, I think we got the hang of the sprinting. It's not so difficult, especially with positioning being much less crucial than in PCM. It's just about where you launch your sprint, and I think we launched at the right time, beaten by Delis, Merlier, Koy, but also beating Philipsen and Jakobsen, so that's a good result. Tadej Pogačar getting 10th is quite funny, but in the end, in points classification, we're now up to 6th place. I think we can also aim for top 5, although I don't think that there are many sprint stages left. In the rankings, this result takes us to 3rd place, so we're now over 100 points and ahead of Soudal Quickstep, so that's also very good. Okay, stage 6, proper hilly stage, a lot of climbing points to be had also. So we're going to try the breakaway, I think, with Brenner, and with Storer, it's all about just staying in that group. I think it'll be difficult for Arvid Decline in this finish. If we go for him, he should be able to stay in the peloton, but that last bit I can see is a bit uphill, so we're just going to go focus on Michael Storer to do the best and hopefully improve in his GC result as well. Yeah, as the guy says, the final climb looks actually really difficult on this profile, so I heard percentages over 20%, so it's definitely going to be a GC shakeup as well, even though it's a very short climb, but we have to be alert. And also, let's try the breakaway as well. We are attacking with Marco Brenner. It's a good climber, actually, looking at his stats again. Let's go. Marco Brenner is 11 minutes down in the GC. He's got 75 hills, 75 medium mountain, but no acceleration or sprint, so it's going to be important to get as many KOM points as we can, but it's going to be difficult. Okay, here in the breakaway formation, actually we have David Gaudu joining the group. It's a group of 15, but just 36 seconds to the peloton, so it's an interesting group here. Gerben Tyson, Gaudu, Nazen, quite a lot of rouleurs in there, good climbers. Let's see if the breakaway will stick. Well, UAE have different questions about that. So, actually David Gaudu is just 4 minutes up the road, so that's probably the main reason. And the fact that group is 15 is also another difficulty. Yeah, we're currently struggling to hold on to this group. They've been pacing really hard. The peloton is still just 1 minute 30. It's not looking good for Brenner on this breakaway attempt. Okay, we've somehow made it to the climbs. But unfortunately, we didn't have energy to work in the front, and now the breakaway companions are not happy about it. But it was basically the only way to survive in this group. Now for the KOM part, we'll try our best to get some points. 1 kilometer to go, so we'll soon have people starting sprint, but our red bar is also... yeah, we're tired, and our red bar is at 70% already. Let's see how much points that we can take. 700 meters to go. Caruso, the first to attack, but as you can see, look, our red bar really struggling here, trying to get some boost because it's a second category climb. Oh, well, we were a bit late, we missed the acceleration, and yeah, no points for us. Yeah, another climb called Bus, but again, our energy is just not there. It's really difficult to even hang on to this group, so we're not going to get any mountain points with Brenner, it seems. So our focus should go all the way back to the peloton, as we will try to tackle the hard climb with Michael Storer. And look at this gradients here, so steep, around 20% now, and this turn it will be even more than that. Oh, we're just going 12 kilometers, actually using our red not wisely there. Trying to follow Tadej Pogacar. And sprinters are dropping. Look at this climb. It's so steep. Meanwhile, in the breakaway, Marco Brenner nearly has no energy left. But at least he's still sticking. 18 kilometers, 1 minute. Breakaway can still secure a good result. So I'm looking at it. There's still one more climb after that. We're in good position with Storer. We actually have Yanis Vozar that we can follow. Arvid Decline's now dropped. Remco Evenepoel is behind. Remco Evenepoel. Wow, okay. Evenepoel was third in GC and he's behind now. So that he's not feeling good for sure. But that is great news for us. Roglic here in the front. And the climb's over. Now 52-man peloton. Using the aerodynamics to get some blue bar back. Roglic now in the front of the group. He also stopped pacing, so not many teams pacing at the front. We have Yannick Vozar to help us as well. Trentin and Vozar. Actually give red bar to Yannick Vozar because just 1 minute with 10 kilometers to go. It might not be enough for the peloton. Yeah, I put Trentin to work to the group, but the peloton's not even following him. So this pace means the breakaway will probably win the stage with 7 kilometers to go, or we are going to see attacks from the leaders. There's this final small climb. Oh, there is. Okay, need to save a bit of red for that. 50 seconds, 4.8 to go. Mark Hirschi doing a great pull, but he's the only one doing so. Primož Roglic also active in the front. He wants the stage, but can we catch the breakaway? 48 seconds with 2.4 to go. Okay, we are putting this attack in this turn. Try to get the upper hand already. 1.5 kilometers to go. Trying to get that last bit of energy from us. We've gained 10 seconds to the peloton, but now they're going to sprint. Trying to using our energy conservatively, but oh, there they come. There they come. Pogačar, Wout van Aert. Yeah, we tried, but in the end was not successful. Yeah, no good stage results for us. We also lost 5 seconds to the Pogačar group in the end. But in the general classification does not make a huge difference, as we still keep 6th place just behind Vingegaard and ahead of Romain Bardet. Also in the combativity classification, Brenner is now up to 2nd with 2 stages in the breakaway, so we'll try to go for breakaways with him. Maybe try to get the combativity classification as well. Okay, next up, Nice-La Modène d'Hôtel. 16 kilometers at 6%, the final climb. It's a proper mountain stage. I'm curious to see how good Storer does in the stage against Vingegaard, Evenepoel, Roglic and Pogačar. Okay, the strategy for today is quite simple. Protect Storer and Vozar as much as possible. But Vozar is on a pretty bad day. Brenner is also in a bad day, but we gotta go into the breakaway, not with a lot of ambitions, but just to be in front and, you know, show our jersey, because it's going to be much difficult than before to hang with the best climbers in the world. Okay, Steffi Williams attacks, Jai Hindley goes for an attack, okay, Van der Poel attacks, proper strong breakaway. Oh yeah, we're going to have a quite strong breakaway today, that's for sure. Van der Poel just 3 minutes in the GC, but I'll be surprised if he is able to win the stage from the breakaway, especially with Jai Hindley's in the breakaway. Okay, first difficulty of the day, Col de Port, the breakaway of 26 here with great climbers. Brenner is not looking that good to survive this climb. Meanwhile, the peloton, the energy guys of our teammates is also quite low, and this climb, first major climb of the day. So it's going to be interesting to see how our team does. Yeah, Brenner is completely done with 5k to go, so he's going to drop back to the peloton. Okay, second major climb of the day, Col de Châteauneuf. 7.3 kilometers at 6.1, and the last few meters are quite steep. 49 kilometers to the finish as well, and you can see the peloton is increasing the pace. The gap's now 4 minutes. In the downhill phase it opened up quite a lot, but in the breakaway now just 4 riders in the first group and another 4 in the Hindley group, so not a big breakaway left, and we have 3 riders in the peloton. So yeah, Visma Lease Bike's pace is quite hard, that we have to be in the middle of the peloton or nearly to the back of the peloton. We do have energy, but it's just the pace is so hard that we cannot really stay in front at this pace. I mean, in this game, pacing yourself is quite important, so it's all about just conserving energy to the end of the stage, because it's a mountain finish today, so the more energy we have, the better result we will achieve for sure. And the final climb is here, La Modène d'Hôtel, a very long climb, so we have to be careful managing our energy. Still have Trentin fighting for his life out there. Yannick Vozar will also protect us a little bit, but then for the most of the climb we'll be all alone. And Vozar is complete as well. Now we're all alone in this last 12 kilometers. Let's see how Storer does. Come on, Michael. Visma Lease Bike, they've been on the front of the group for so long this stage. They definitely want something with Jonas Vingegaard. And we can't blame him when you have Jonas Vingegaard in the team, in shape as well. It's definitely the favorite to win today. Just 37 riders left now. Tim Merlier has also dropped, a very good showing by him. Now we're just trying to conserve our energy as best as possible. Yeah, just 30 riders left in the peloton, and not many riders who have worse stats than us. Remember, Storer has 76 mountain, and there's an attack of Tadej Pogačar. We're definitely not racing with Pogačar today, so we're just going to try to stay in this group as long as possible. I mean, you can see our energy bar on the right. Not much energy left with just 5 kilometers to go, and we've been dropped. We've been dropped. A group of 24 ahead of us. But can we try to make some back? Trying our best to limit the losses with 2k to go. We've dropped that group as well. Trying to reach that group of 4 of Vlasov. That's the key. Can we reach them before the stage ends? No surprise as Pogačar wins. Roglic going to come second and Vingegaard third. Going to lose more than 2 minutes to them. Nearly 3 minutes. As we enter the Flamme Rouge now. Can we reach that group of Vlasov? That's our aim. 800 meters to go. We're getting close. Trying to use that red energy. 400 meters to go. We're gonna make it to Kuss. But not to that front group. We're going to get a top 20 with Michael Storer. Extremely difficult day, and it was a reality check. Even though this was just Paris-Nice, it had the start list of Tour de France. Every climber in the world was here, and that's why 12th in the provisional GC is not bad result at all. Okay, final stage, Nice to Nice. Very explosive stage, very short, 120 kilometers, but a tough stage. 2 first category climbs, 3 second category climbs. It's going to be a pretty tough job if we want to finish with the strongest today.
Okay, I'll protect him. Stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
On the contrary to Storer, Marco Brenner feels pretty good today. +2 on the day, so we'll be attacking with him straight from the gun.
Watch out. You soon have no more energy to attack.
Okay, 75k to go here in the breakaway with Marco Brenner. Second category climb sprint is now underway. Oh, we're going through the sprint. Rune Herregot's on our left. We still have a little bit of red bar. Battistella, we're in the middle. We get 3rd place and 2 points. And here we are on the climb. Côte de Peil. It's going to be really difficult. We don't have much energy, but we really need to do our best in order to fight for the stage. Because 6 minutes with 49 kilometers to go, the winner will be from this group. And I could say, I mean, Battistella looking really good, or Pierre Latour. So it's a big opportunity missed for Brenner, but never say never. What we feared is happening. We're out of energy and we have to be dropped from this group with 2 kilometers of climbing to go. Okay, here we are in the final climb. Col d'Ez, a very renowned climb in this region. And with Michael Storer, let's see how can we do against Vingegaard and Pogačar today. Here we are on the steep section of Ez. Breakaway will win Battistella or Latour. Now we're just going to fight for our place in the GC.
The Col d'Ez summit wins much. The owner of the polka dot jersey can't be caught.
Okay, small gap occurs now between the front of the peloton and the back of the peloton. Oh, actually, what is that turn? I completely misjudged it. Yeah, 13-man group here in the front. Just 2.6 to go. So what's the profile looking like? It's actually mostly downhill. So we might try to make an attack actually. 30 seconds gap between that peloton and this group. Really weird, to be honest. That's one mechanic that should be fixed. Now, in no way this peloton breaks with 12 guys in front. Oh, there's the attack from Hindley. Let's try to follow Hindley, eh? Roglic is following Hindley. We try to follow them. Yes, we're following Roglic. We are following Roglic. The gaps are not big. But Roglic has made his move, so do we. We got Pello Bilbao joining us as well. And Tadej Pogačar will join soon as well. Currently 1 minute 15 ahead of the peloton, so we are making gains.
Only 5 kilometers left the front of the race.
Okay, 5k to go and we are in the GC group. It's going well for us so far. And we also have the energy to even try and attack to get the 3rd place. A lot of DSM riders here, Oscar only in this group. The winner of the stage is Latour. Let's see if we can get 3rd place. Following Jai Hindley. A couple of technical turns. Now it's downhill to Nice with 2 kilometers to go. We are going to launch our attack. We try our best. And we do get an advantage with final kilometer. I love Nice sign on the left. Now we sprint. Now we sprint all the way to the line. Roglic on our right. Tadej Pogačar. Oh, Tadej Pogačar is super fast. And we are going to get top 5 in the stage. Very, very good. Well, what a stage. I don't understand what happened in Col d'Huez, but the peloton was split and we were in the correct place to follow Roglic's attack. And then we find ourselves in the GC group where Vingegaard was not present. That means we got valuable seconds on many of the GC riders that were ahead of us. So let's check the GC if we made the top 10. It just wasn't enough to pass Bernal for the top 10. 22 seconds behind the Colombian. Any other classifications where we were competitive? Arvid de Klein finishes 8th in the points classification. And Brenner finishes 2nd in the combativity. Overall, this means we have 12th place Storer in the Pro Cycling rankings, 13 Dainese and 14 Arvid de Klein, so strong showing from all 3 leaders. And in the team ranking, we are currently 5th place, getting 32 points after the GC. It's time for the classic season. However, being a Pro Tour team from Switzerland means we don't really get any invites for any of these races for now. That means we have to simulate and we will have teams that overtake us in the Pro Cycling leaderboards. So, simulating these races. Firstly, Milano-San Remo, it's going to be Tim Merlier who wins it. I mean, the simulation shows it's a sprint, so I'm not surprised a sprinter wins. Next up, Ronde van Vlaanderen, and the winner will be Mathieu van der Poel. No surprises there also, with Wout van Aert coming 2nd, 37 seconds behind. Van der Poel does the double, winning Paris-Roubaix as well. Just like in real life, he's done the double, and now we're all the way down to 16th. And finally, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, won by Remco Evenepoel. And in the end, now we're all the way down in 17th place, just 1 place higher than where we need to be. So, AG Desert Decathlon, just 81 points, so we have to look out to them. And Astana, still 20th with 72 points. That is going to be the end of today's episode for Tudor Pro Cycling. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Next episode we'll play the Brace Cup and start the Critérium du Dauphiné. For Brace Cup we have Alexander Kamp racing his first race for the team in full fitness, trying to go for the GC. Make sure you don't miss the next episode where hopefully we will start winning stages with Tudor Pro Cycling. Thanks a lot again for watching and see you soon.